Hi, it's Hesu, and we're talking about mental health. Very broad topic, so I'm just going to talk about a few things here. For starters, when you break a bone, what's the first thing we generally do? It is go to the doctor. Nobody judges you for going to the doctor for breaking your bone, for getting a cast, and for getting treatment for this physical ailment, right? And nobody defines you by this broken bone. You're suddenly not a different person because the bone is broken. However, when we look at mental health, suddenly the reactions you get from people and your community are sometimes dramatically different. Why is it that we can so easily talk about physical illness and the procedures that follow so openly, talking about going to a professional to seek treatment for this? But then when we talk about or try to address mental health, people shy away or suddenly even freak out or no longer want to speak to you anymore. So given that there's so much information about mental health out there, what are some of the things I want to focus on? 1, your mental health and where it is in any given moment of your life is going to be impacted by so many different things. It's not exclusive to just what's going on in your head. You want to be thinking about the big picture here. Are you eating healthy and whole foods from the earth? Are you getting regular exercise in to stimulate your body and not be sedentary? Are you getting regular sunlight in your life? Are you incorporating social relationships and connecting with other people and partaking and participating in hobbies, interests, ways to absorb this beautiful world around you? So thinking about how to treat mental health, one of the biggest things to think about and do is be preventative, be proactive, is go out there and live your life and enjoy it. And these are really great ways to maintain good mental health. And number 2, mental health and well-being is fortified by knowing who you are. So go out there, live your life, meet new people, do lots of stuff. Figure out what your values are, what your beliefs are. Really figure out what it is in this world that you like, what you don't like. These kinds of things are going to help you get a really good sense of who you are as an individual and having a strong sense of self, having self-awareness, confidence, a good level of self-esteem. These are great ways to maintain healthy mental health as well. Another fact to throw at you, number 3, is prevalence rates. About 1 in 5 American adults have experienced or will experience some kind of challenge with their mental health over time. You're not alone. It's the human condition to struggle with this stuff. And it's also the human condition to help other people and support when they are feeling down. So if you find yourself having a hard time with something going on in here, reach out for help, whether that's from your friends or your family or a professional. Number 4, your mental health is affected by both nature, so your genes, your lineage, and nurture, your environment, your circumstance. So just because you may have a genetic predisposition for X, Y, and Z doesn't mean it's going to happen in your life. Just because something bad has happened in your life doesn't mean you're going to struggle with mental health issues. However, these things can contribute, so they're things to be thinking about and things that can be further researched. Number 5, trauma. This can be its own video in itself, but trauma, in essence, is when you've been victim or witness to some kind of terrible threat or danger to your physical safety or your life. So trauma can and will impact, most likely, your mental health. So if you have been victim or witness to a traumatic experience, you might want to be thinking about what you can do to take care of yourself in a proactive way, or seeking out professional help to help you with some of the symptoms you might be recognizing in your life. 6, substance abuse. So over half of the American adults that have experienced substance abuse disorders or challenges with substance use control also have what we call co-occurring disorders. So that might look like anxiety, depression, or some other kind of mental health concern that's occurring at the same time as having these struggles with substance abuse. And number 7, Members of the LGBTQIA plus community are twice as likely to have some kind of struggle or challenge with their mental health. So when we think about why is the prevalence so much higher, you can think about the fact that we live in a heteronormative world. We live in a world that's made for and built for a particular type of person. When you don't fit that category or into that small box of what you ought to be, it makes sense to start struggling with identity and feeling good about who you are in this world. So you may have even experienced more discrimination because of your identity, or just seeing it in the news and the media that people that are also part of your community are experiencing all these really difficult challenges in societies all around the world. If you like this video, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel where you'll find a lot more content on a variety of mental health topics. And if you're interested in learning more about online counseling, please click the link to BetterHelp.com below.